Hello, everyone. It's Anthony. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. It's time for another lesson. We're going to do Unit 44 today. This is from the C1 level, which is the advanced level, and we will look at some of the grammar. Today we'll look at some problematic element of the English language, the articles, and practice some common phrases, help you with the pronunciation. As always, we will start with the pronunciation part. We will start with the phonetics part first. That's here. And then we'll go to the English. I will read the phonetics part very slowly. Repeat after me. Try to repeat with the same sounds. Mimic my voice. And then I'll read from the English in a normal speed, a normal intonation. Okay, so let's begin. You look like you've had a bad day. You look like you've had a bad day. There are 20 students in my class. There are 20 students in my class. There's a fly in the room. There's a fly in the room. There are 7 continents. There are 7 continents. There is a book on the shelf. There's a book on the shelf. There are some books on the shelves. There are some books on the shelves. There is some ham in the fridge. There's some ham in the fridge. The United States is big. The United States is big. The Philippines consists of more than 7,000 islands. More than 7,000 islands. The United Nations has its headquarters in New York. Harrods is a famous department store in London. The news is interesting. Mathematics is easy for her. Physics is easy for her as well. Diabetes is an illness. 8 hours of sleep is enough. 8 hours of sleep is enough. $10 is too much to pay. $10 is too much to pay. 5,000 miles is too far to travel. 5,000 miles is too far to travel. 2 and 2 is 4. 2 and 2 is 4. 2 and 2 equals 4. 2 and 2 equals 4. 22 plus 22 equals 44. Sorry, there's not, you don't quite see all of this line here. Let me just correct that. Equals 44. Okay, it's too small. 22, 44. Okay, you just don't see a lot of space between those, but that's okay. Let's see if I can get rid of some of this. All right. Yes, okay, so 22 plus 22 equals 44. Sorry, I read that kind of. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 5 is 25. Okay, we have finished the first part. Just a reminder, if you click below on the subscribed button, you will help the algorithm. You can also click the notification button and get all of the notifications for the future broadcast. So don't forget to do that. All right, let's continue. We are in the second part. Let's see here. I want to go here. Yes. All right. Those people are from Canada. Those people are from Canada. The police have been called. The police have been called. Cattle are domestic animals. Cattle are domestic animals. English is spoken in many countries. English is spoken in many countries. The English drink tea. The English drink tea. Chinese is his native language. Chinese is his native language. The Chinese have an interesting history. The Chinese have an interesting history. The poor have many problems. Excuse me. The poor have many problems. The rich get richer. The rich get richer. I've been living here. I've been living here since I came to London. Since I came to London. Would you like me to do the washing up? Would you like me to do the washing up? They want us to be there. They want us to be there by the end of the year. by the end of the year. I hate leaving things till the last minute. I hate leaving things till the last minute. I prefer to finish everything in time. I prefer to finish everything in time. Try looking at it from my point of view. Try looking at it from my point of view. I'd advise you to contact a lawyer. I'd advise you to contact a lawyer. The insurance company has agreed to pay all the expenses. Has agreed to pay all the expenses. Jane's been here only 2 weeks. Jane's been here only 2 weeks. But she has already made a few friends. But she has already made a few friends. All in all, I'm very pleased. All in all, I'm very pleased. I've been able to save a little money this month. A little money this month. As a result, I feel sorry for her. As a result, I feel sorry for her. That is to say, she has very few acquaintances. She has very few acquaintances. Frankly speaking, I've little time for any of this. I've little time for any of this. I don't even have enough cash on me. I don't even have enough cash on me. My family is large. My family is large. It's composed of 9 members. It's composed of 9 members. My family is both. My family is both loving and supportive. Loving and supportive. For instance, they are always ready to help me. They're always ready to help me. Okay, that's good. You have finished the group. If you have any questions about any of the words or the meanings, you can copy From the description below, there is the group list, and you can just put that into your translator and see what the meaning is. Okay, so now we will look at some of the grammar. Starting with C1 Unit 44 Grammar. Here we have the first item, plural nouns and basic article usage. What are plural nouns? We can talk about the pronunciation of the S and the ES. The plural of most nouns is formed by adding a final S. Song becomes songs. Final ES is added to nouns that end in SH, CH, S, Z or Z, and X. So, for example, box, we have boxes. All of these sounds have something of an S in them. Sh, ch, sh, s, z, g. Well, g, no, but boxes, boxes, kz, kz. The plural of words that end in a consonant with a Y is spelled IES. So when we have baby ends in a Y, we have to eliminate the Y, put an I, and add ES. The nouns in D have irregular plural forms that do not end in S. Okay, these are words you just have to memorize. Man becomes men. One ox, two oxen. One tooth, two teeth. One woman, two women. One foot, two feet. One mouse, two mice. One child, two children. One goose, two geese. One louse, two lice. Okay, they're not too many. You just have to remember those words. Some nouns that end in O add an ES to form the plural. So echo becomes echoes. The sound is an S, but we have to add an E to this word. Potato or potato becomes potatoes or potatoes. Hero, heroes. Tomato, tomato, tomatoes, tomatoes. You add an S to those particular words that end with an O. Some words that end in an O, you just add an S. Auto, autos. One photo, two photos. One studio, two studios. One ghetto, two ghettos. One piano, two pianos. One tattoo, two tattoos. One kangaroo, two kangaroos. One radio, two radios. One video, two videos. One kilo, two kilos. One solo, two solos. One zoo, two zoos. One memo, two memos. One soprano, two sopranos. Some nouns that end in O add either ES or S to form the plural. So you can add one or the other. You can use one or the other. Memento is mementos. Indifferent, you can add an E or not. Volcano, volcanoes, you can add the E or not. Mosquito, mosquitoes, add the E or not. Zero, zeros. Tornado, tornadoes, tornadoes, or tornadoes, tornadoes, that's also possible. Some nouns end in the F. Oh, that's not an F there. That's some kind of symbol that is written strangely. Okay, so we have some nouns that end in F, or something with an F and an E are changed to VES to form the plural. Calf to calves, life to lives, one thief, two thieves, one half, two halves, one loaf, two loaves, one wolf, two wolves, one knife, two knives, one self, two selves, one scarf, two scarves, or you can just say scarfs, that's also possible. One leaf, two leaves, one shelf, two shelves. Some nouns that end in F simply add an S, so you have to remember these. These are a little bit irregular. Belief becomes beliefs. Cliff, we have two cliffs. Chief, we have two chiefs. And a roof, we have two roofs. Some nouns have the same singular and the plural form. Very few, but one deer, two deer. One series, two series. One fish, two fish. You can also say two fishes. One sheep, two sheep. One means, two means. One shrimp, two shrimp. One offspring, two offspring. One species, two species. Some nouns that English has borrowed from other languages have foreign plurals. So criterion has the plural criteria. Analyses has the plural analysis. Phenomenon has phenomena. Basis, bases. Crisis, crisis. Cactus has both cacti or cactuses. Hypotheses, hypotheses. Fungus, fungi or fungi. Oasis, oasis. Nucleus, nuclei or nuclei. Yeah, nuclei. Parentheses, parentheses. Stimulus, stimuli. Notice we have that I there. Thesis, thesis. Syllabus can be either syllabi or syllabuses. Bacterium goes to bacteria. Formula, formulae or formulas. Curriculum, curricula. Vertebrae, vertebrae. Vertebra, vertebrae. Datum or datum to data or data, data. Depends on how you want to pronounce that. The Latin word is certainly datum, so it should be data or data. Appendix, appendixes, or appendixes, they're both pronounced the same. Medium, media, mass media, that's plural. Index, indexes, and indexes with an X. Memorandum, memoranda. You can do these exercises if you have access to 1 and 2. Basic usage articles. Okay. Using a or generic nouns. Okay, this is a little bit difficult. Okay, you have to pay attention and you have to be careful when you write. Speaking is less problematic because you say something and nobody remembers, but when you write, you have it there and you can check it. Singular count noun, a banana is yellow. A banana is yellow. A speaker uses generic nouns to make generalizations. A generic noun represents a whole class of things. It is not a specific, real, concrete thing, but rather a symbol of a whole group. A banana represents the whole group of bananas. That's a singular count noun. Plural count noun, bananas are yellow. Notice the symbol here. This means no. This is like null. There's no article here. In A and B, the speaker is talking about any banana, all bananas, bananas in general. So it's quite different than a banana. Well, basically it's the same, really. The speaker is talking about any and all fruit, fruit in general. I see generalizations for A and then nothing, but that's the plural. While a non-count noun, we have fruit is good for you. Notice that no article is used to make generalizations with plural count nouns. It is already a sort of generalization. Fruit in general is good for you. Using a or some, indefinite nouns. Singular count nouns, I ate a banana. Indefinite nouns are actual things, not symbols, but they are not specifically identified. So, I ate a banana means that I ate a real banana, a little bit different than this. A banana is yellow. But the idea is the same. They are not specifically identified. The plural count noun, I ate some bananas. The speaker is not referring to this banana or that banana or the banana you gave me. The speaker is simply saying that he ate one banana. well, maybe more than one. The listener does not know or need to know which specific banana or bananas were eaten. It was simply one banana out of that whole group of things in this world called bananas. Sorry. Yeah, I think that should be more than one banana. He ate more than one banana. Non-count noun, I ate some fruit. Some is often used with indefinite plural count nouns and indefinite noun count nouns. In addition to some, a speaker might use two, a few, several, a lot of, a load of, with plural count nouns, or a little, a lot of, etc., with non-count nouns. So, I ate some fruit. This is an indefinite non-count noun. Using the with definite nouns. Okay, thank you for the banana. A noun is definite when both the speaker and the listener are thinking about the same specific thing. Thank you for the banana. In the context, I understand exactly which banana. You can substitute the idea of the with the idea of which. You can answer the question, which banana? Plural noun count, thank you for the bananas. The speaker uses the because the listener knows which specific bananas the speaker is talking about. That particular banana or those particular bananas which the listener gave to the speaker. Thank you for the bananas. That's plural, so all of this explanation is plural also. Non-count noun, thank you for the fruit. Notice that the is used with both singular and plural count nouns and with non-count nouns. Okay, so the fruit, countable. The bananas, uncountable. Usually A and N is used with singular generic count nouns. So a window is made of glass, a doctor heals sick people, parents must give a child love. These are all singular generic count nouns. A box has 6 sides, an apple can be red, green, or yellow. However, the is sometimes used with a singular generic count noun, not a plural generic count noun, not a generic non-count noun. Generic the is commonly used with, in particular, species of animals. The blue whale is the largest animal on Earth. So I'm specifying this species. Whale is singular, it's generic, and it's countable. So we can use the here, and it means the species. The animal is the largest land animal. You could also say elephants are, or you can say an elephant is. All of those are possible. Inventions, who invented the telephone, the wheel, the refrigerator, the airplane? The computer will play an increasingly large role in all of our lives. The computer, because it's an invention. Musical instruments, I like to play the piano. Do you play the guitar? The piano and the guitar. I'd like to learn to play a piano is a little bit strange because of course, piano is generic and specific and countable, but we use the in the case of a musical instrument. Okay, generic guidelines for article uses. Let's look a little bit closer. The sun is bright today. Please hand this book to the teacher. Please open the door. Omar is in the kitchen. The sun, the teacher, the door, the kitchen. Use the when you know or assume that your listener is familiar with and thinking about the same specific thing or person you are talking about. Okay, this is guideline number 1. B, Yesterday I saw some dogs. The dogs were chasing a cat. The cat was chasing a mouse. The mouse ran into a hole. The hole was very small. Guideline. Use the for the second mention of an indefinite noun. So, yesterday I saw some dogs. Some dogs is indefinite. So, the first mention, we have some. Then we have the dogs because they are specific. The cat follows a cat, a hole, the hole. I think you understand. C, correct. Apples are my favorite fruit. Incorrect. The apples are my favorite fruit. Correct. Gold is a metal. Incorrect. The gold is a metal. Guideline, do not use the with a plural count noun. In other words, apples. Apples is countable. 1 apple, 2 apples. And so the plural, we don't use the with that. Or a non-count noun, for example, gold, when you are making a generalization. I know this is difficult, but it's what we say. Speaking about fruit in general, we have no symbol. And here instead I'm telling you to use the without nothing. Okay. I drove a car. I drove the car. I drove that car. I drove Jim's car. I drove car. A singular count noun, in other words a car, is preceded by a marker. These are also called determiners in some way. A or an is another singular marker, such as one, each, every. You can use the, you can use this or that, or you can use a possessive. So when you are writing, it's very important looking at the singular count noun, trying to identify if you have the marker, the determiner. The is not used for the second mention of a generic noun. For example, what color is a banana? Banana is a generic noun. A banana, here again, a banana is yellow. I repeat, with a generic noun. We don't really know which banana now. I'm still talking about bananas in general. Joe offered me a banana. Now it's very, very indefinite, or an apple. I chose the banana because I'm sure that this is the banana we're talking about. It's definite. All right, expressions of quantity. We have one, each, and every. 1 apple, 2 apple. One apple, each apple, every apple. This is used with count nouns. So 1, each, and every. Instead, you cannot use these words with a non-count noun. 1, each, every. 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Both, a couple of, a few, several, many, a number of. You can use with count nouns. 2 apples, both apples, a couple of apples, a few apples, several apples, many apples, a number of apples, but we cannot use these expressions with non-count. I cannot say 2 water, both water, a couple of water, a few water, several water, many water. I think you understand that. An expression of quantity may precede a noun. Some expressions of quantity are used only with count nouns, as in A and B. Okay, so we have these expressions here that are used with count nouns. A little, much, and a great deal of, on the other hand, are used with uncountable nouns. Okay, so you have a little rice, much rice, a great deal of rice. No countable. We don't say a little apple. Well, it has a different meaning. Much apple, great deal. Some are used only with non-count, as in C. Okay, little, much, and a great deal. No, some, any, a lot of, lots of, plenty of, most, all. Some are used with both count and uncountable. So with no, we can use no apples or no rice. Some or any, I can say some or any apples, some or any rice. A lot of or lots of, a lot of apples, a lot of rice. Plenty of apples, plenty of rice. Most apples, most rice. All apples, all rice. And that is the end of our lesson. The best way to learn these kind of rules is to repeat. Repeat, listen to the video again. When I say the example, click pause, repeat. By repeating, you will fix that sound into your head. That's the best way to learn. And so you have an automatic teacher. Your ear is telling you this sounds good, this doesn't sound good. All right, well, thank you. Have a good day, evening, and I'll see you for the next lesson. Bye-bye.